Alright guys, I just wanted to show you what my temperature gauge was reading. So this is after the truck is warmed up. I already have heat coming out up here, like out of my dash, so I know that the truck is warm. But it's like barely coming up over the cold mark. So that's what mine's doing and why I'm replacing the temperature sending unit. And yes, I know I gotta check engine light, which also I hope that this dang sensor fix will fix it. I don't know. It is what it is. I got green dash display, but I'd really like to make them red like my stereo upgrade over there. But I don't know. We'll see if this fixes it. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. So I first just want to say thank all of you. The channel's hit 150 subscribers. So that is really awesome. Really cool. I really greatly appreciate that. So yesterday I talked a little bit, or showed the location on where the temperature sending unit is in this 4.9 liter 300 straight 6 that I have here. And so today basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be replacing it. So first thing I need to do is get some tools out, and I'm going to go into the passenger fender well. All right, so let me get some tools out. All right, so here we go. We have, these are 7/32 right here. These little guys. These are 8mm, and I only know because I've taken these out before. As you can tell, that's really not even in there. So let's see. Alright, so you got these up here, and these are 12mm. Right here. I did remove an 8mm from right here. And you would normally have two right there also. However, mine are gone. And I removed all the 7/32 around through here that I could find. Alright, so now let me remove these so we can get this fender well out. Alright, so with those removed, I should be able to pull out my fender well now. And so I'm going to do that off camera. Alright, and I forgot there is an 8mm bolt right there. So directly over your tire. So right there, there's another 8mm bolt. And there's only one on this side. So we'll get that out. Alright, and with that, you'll be able to pull out your fender well. So I dropped mine down, and give me just a second, let me get it out of the way, and I'll show you what part we're after. Alright, so now with my fender well out, I can get down in here and look, and the part that I'm going to be replacing is right there. It's the one with the line coming out of it. That is your temperature, your coolant temperature sending unit that sends it to the gauge on your dashboard. So that's what this one is. So let me zoom in on it. Right there. It is an 11/16. So we're going to be pulling that. Alright, so let me get to it. And just so you guys can kind of tell where it's at, it is beside the manifold in the very back of the block back there. So, alright. Alright, so as you can see, I got my connector pulled loose from back there. Right here. Well, my camera's gonna focus on my hand instead. But I have that connector pulled loose, so what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use electronic cleaner and spray it on where my wire connects, and then move it back in and out, unplug it a few times, plug it in, plug it off, just so I can clean my electrical connection there. So that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so now we grab our ratchet and our 11/16 and we reach back there and we pull it out. Alright, so whenever you pull out that sensor, it is a coolant sensor, so you will be leaking fluid, like just as a heads up. So that's the thing. I didn't know that was going to happen. I thought it was sitting up high enough in the block, but apparently not. So just be aware of that you do need a catch pan down there. So, alright. Let's compare the two parts. Alright, so here we are. Here's the two parts, side by side. And as you can hear, it's still draining back there, so I don't know how much of my radiator is actually going to be empty. But, alright. They look the same, except this one is really rusted. I'd say that's probably why it wasn't getting a good connection. So hopefully by me cleaning that a little bit, it'll help. But overall, everything looks to be the same size and good, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one back in before too much of my coolant leaks out. Alright, so there you have it. I got the new one put in. So now that it's put in, the only thing really to do is to top my coolant back off and make sure there's no leaks. And I do apologize if you're getting any of that wind noise. Alright, and I do apologize, it's a little windy out here, but here is this part number, if anybody needs that. Alright, and it's called a temp switch here, but it is your temperature sending unit. And this is a 4.9 liter 300 straight 6 F150. This is the 95 model. Alright, so I went ahead and I filled up my coolant again. And you can see that pretty brass thing back there now. Definitely made looks a lot better than the old one that was in it. So right now I'm just letting the vehicle warm up. First I'm going to see if I have any leaks back here. And then secondly I'm also going to check and see if my gauge is going to work. Looks like everything's running good. Let's see. I just really turned it on and it does look like my gauge is already creeping up to the C here. So it may work. Let me let it continue warming up and I'll be back. What is it? What is it? Alright, let's see, is it leaking any water back there. Alright, everything looks like it's doing good. I don't see any water leaks. And check that out. We have temperature. It's definitely doing a lot better than it did. So that looks like it's fixed my problem. I'm sure that I can get out, and I've had the hood open while I let it run and stuff, and I'm sure I could get out, drive down the road, and it'll start going up a little bit. My dice in the mirror. Bunch of tools. I mean, overall my interior is really well maintained in this thing. My grandfather really knew what was going on. Alright guys, so that's it for me and Rosie today. I did fix my temperature gauge. As you can tell, it is working. Before, it wouldn't even go up past the little C part, which I'll show you that in this video as well. I also want to thank everybody so much. I did reach 150 subscribers on my YouTube channel. That is awesome, guys. You know, I'm just in it to help people. I hope that you guys can fix your trucks with what I'm doing. So again, thank you so much. That's so awesome. I greatly appreciate it. If you like this video, of course, give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't already. There's so much more to come on this truck. I just keep throwing parts at it and keep building and keep doing stuff. So thank you guys, and y'all have a great day out there. What do you think of that? Huh?